and welcome to Headlines Now with me, Deepthi. While we have stories from Tamil Nadu like the Chief Minister Jayalalitha sternly urging the Prime Minister not to support Sri Lanka in the UN resolution, the nation is buzzing with a lot of political changes today, with Ms. Gandhi of Janpath and Behenji of UP speaking up on their elections.
More and more pressure mounting at the central government in the Sri Lankan issue. Jayalalitha has penned 2 letters to the Prime Minister of India. More on this in this bulletin with me, Hariharan.
More on that in just a bit, but we'll now take a look at the headlines. Jayalalitha urges the PM to discourage Sri Lankan VIPs from visiting Tamil Nadu as it might create a law and order problem. Will it be a summer worth regretting? TNEB sources mull increasing the duration of power cuts to 4 hours. There seems to be no end to the ongoing LPG tanker strike as another tripartite talks in Chennai continues as a futile exercise. More trouble for Sasikala's family as fresh land grab case has been filed against M. Natarajan. Kollywood makes its marks in the national awards. Vagai Sudava wins the best regional film with Aragasamy and Kudurai grabbing the Popular Entertainment Award. Many leaders and the wrong choice of candidates, some of the reasons spelled out by Sonia Gandhi on the Congress loss in UP and Punjab. The assembly results will not affect the government at the centre. Manmohan Singh will remain Prime Minister, says Sonia. The Samajwadi Party's parliamentary board meets, but there's still no decision on whether Akhilesh or his father Mulayam Singh Yadav will lead the state. Mayawati hands in her resignation but still battles the Samajwadi Party, who she insists will take UP a big step back. Air India pilots threaten to strike from the 1st of April if salaries are not paid. And Bollywood actress Vidya Balan wins the prestigious National Film Award for Best Actress. News in detail. While there are rumors floating around that India may support Sri Lanka and the resolutions to be passed in the Human Rights Council of the United Nations, Jayalalitha has penned another letter to the Prime Minister, this time in a much sterner tone, urging the centre to voice against Sri Lanka. The Chief Minister recalled the resolution in the Tamil Nadu Assembly, which was unanimously passed, demanding an economic ban on Sri Lanka. The rumors are making rounds in the media that India will support Sri Lanka in the resolution. Jayalalitha calls it worrisome and unfortunate. For more on this, let's go across to our reporter Hariharan. Hari, what do you think is the centre's response to be after this rather stern request by Jayalalitha?
You must note this is the second letter penned by Jayalalitha on the same issue, because I think a centre has to respond in positive to the leaders from Tamil Nadu. It's just not Jayalalitha who's been writing letters to the Prime Minister of India on this issue. She's joined in chorus by almost all political leaders who operate from Tamil Nadu. You must note that the DMK Chief Karunanidhi has also issued a statement urging the centre to act against Sri Lanka, to voice against Sri Lanka in the resolution to be passed by the United Nations, proposed by the America. And also, you must note that Karunanidhi also sent T.R. Balu, his MP, his party MP, to meet the Prime Minister of India and to urge the same. So, with considering all this, more and more pressure is building at the centre. All the parties ideologically are supporting the Indian government, are supporting the US resolution. So, all the parties want India to support the resolution to be passed by the US. So there's more and more pressure, so the centre has to budge, considering that there's a consensus on this issue. So I think the centre has to take this very seriously. Deepthi?
Well, hold on, Hari. We'll get back to you, because that's not the only letter which the Chief Minister has sparked off to the Prime Minister. And moving on, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha has urged Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to discourage Sri Lankan VIPs from visiting Tamil Nadu, given the people's sentiments over that. In a letter to the Prime Minister, Jayalalitha said that the Union government must give permission to visits by Sri Lankan VIPs only after consulting the Tamil Nadu government that has to provide them security. And in her letter to the Prime Minister, Jayalalitha says it would be appropriate that the government of Tamil Nadu is given prior information about the visits of Sri Lankan dignitaries, and it would also be appreciated if the government of India discourages such frequent visits to Tamil Nadu and allows such visits only after consulting the government of Tamil Nadu in the future. Hariharan, if you could explain to us the background over which Jayalalitha has sent such a request to the Prime Minister. Do you think that there's a law and order concern when any Sri Lankan official visits Tamil Nadu?
That's right, Deepthi, because you must note that, if I'm not wrong, in January, to be exact, it is on January 9th, the brother-in-law of Rajapakse, the president of Sri Lanka, had come to India, had made a visit to India on a pilgrimage to the Ramanatha temple at Rameswaram. At that time, he was shown black flags, and even attempts to attack him took place during that time. So that sparked a law and order issue. In that regard, the Tamil Nadu Chief Secretary has received 2 letters, one from the Deputy High Commission in Chennai of the Sri Lanka, and also from the Home Ministry. Jayalalitha, she has not made very clear what is the content of the letter, but she has expressed dissatisfaction over the tone of the letter. She says the Tamil Nadu government wasn't kept informed on this issue. The visits of the Rajapakse's brother-in-law was not kept informed to the Tamil Nadu government. So necessary precautionary steps, necessary security arrangements weren't provided. She said, considering that there's a mood of sentiment against the Sri Lankan government in Tamil Nadu, amongst the Tamil Nadu people. She says the Tamil Nadu people feel that the Sri Lankan government hasn't acted properly, hasn't provided security, and the people of Tamil Nadu feel it is the Sri Lankan government that has caused the massacre of the Tamils during the 2009 wars. So considering such a sentiment, such a view persists amongst the people of Tamil Nadu, so there's a possibility of a law and order situation in Tamil Nadu going down. So it is the state government that provides security to all these diplomats and officials coming from Sri Lanka. So in order to ensure that Sri Lanka, to ensure protection to all these officials, the Indian government has to keep the Tamil Nadu government informed. And she's also said such visits should not be encouraged. And it is not the first time a Sri Lankan official has not been attacked, and there are other instances wherein black flags have been shown. So this is the background of this issue.
Okay, thank you for that information, Hariharan. And moving on, with scorching summer around the corner and with the days already starting to turn longer, there's another sad news for the people of Chennai. Our sources say that Chennai may be forced to sweat for more hours as the electricity board is considering the increase of duration of the power cuts in Chennai as it is unable to manage the scarcity of power. The shortage the state is facing is said to be 3,500 megawatt a day. To manage that situation, power cuts for 2 hours in Chennai and up to 8 hours in other districts were recently implemented. And as the consumption has increased further with the onset of summer, shortage is feared by the electricity board. And to manage the situation, the electricity board has planned to implement additional hours of power cut in the city. Sources say that Chennai may have to sweat up to 4 hours till more power contributions come from the wind power plants. And TNEB engineers met today to decide on what could be done to solve the power crisis. Let's listen in to their suggestions.
TNEB is purchasing 68% of its requirement only from open market. The open market purchases are went up from 7 rupees to 15 rupees according to the needs of according to the demand of the electricity. And already the electricity board is suffering some 53,000 crore loss, and it cannot afford to take up this amount of cost of electricity. However, there is a possibility for procuring power at the rate of rupees 3 and below that. Even in Gujarat, it is ready to supply a cost below the 3 rupees and all. This amount is affordable for the electricity board also. But the problem is of bringing this power to the Tamil Nadu. The corridor problem is very much congestion. At least another 2,000 megawatt is possible to be transmitted to the Tamil Nadu, and almost all the problem in the Tamil Nadu can be obviated.
Moving over the power cuts in Chennai, while the indefinite strike called by the tanker lorry associations placing various demands entered the 7th day, posing threats of LPG shortage in the state, there was another attempt made to bring the strike to an end today. Another round of tri-party talks took place at Chennai, and representatives from tanker lorry associations, officials from oil firms and civil supplies department took place in the discussion. It is to be recalled that at the marathon tri-party discussions held last Saturday, they failed to bring an end to the strike.
LPG consumers will have to wait for another week if the talks between the oil companies and the LPG Tankers Association talks fail. Now the bottling units in Tamil Nadu are running short of the supplies and are not able to supply to the units. Now if this prevails, there will be a shortage of LPG gas and this will hit for 40 days. Now the demands of the LPG Tankers Association is to renew the particular contract that they are having right now and also to induct 500 more bullet lorry tankers for the service.
It seems like Sasikala's family troubles are never ending as a fresh land grab case has been filed against M. Natarajan, the husband of Sasikala, the former aide of Jayalalitha. This is the third case filed against Natarajan so far. While he has obtained bail in one of the cases, this case has been filed by a certain Miss Angel alleging grab of 800 square feet land in Villar village in Tanjavur district. M. Natarajan was arrested on the 18th of February and is still languishing in jail. Tomorrow is the D-Day that puts to test the skills and preparations of over 8 lakh students of class 12 who are all set to take up their board exams. The board exams that begin tomorrow and end on the 30th of this month. The Education Department has introduced a series of new methods including secret codes in the answer sheets and mark sheets with candidates' photograph. Additional duration will be provided to the specially abled candidates taking up the exams this year. Flying squads have been deployed to monitor the exams and to prevent malpractices. Won't you be surprised if I say prisons across the state too have caught the exam fever along with the schools? The Education Department has made arrangements to quench the success thirst of ambitious prisoners who will take up exams right in the prisons. Prisons are not just to languish and suffer, and one can taste success being right in the prisons is a message that prisoners who set to take up the board exams give us. And now let's listen into the conversation our crime correspondent had with the ADGP of prisons.
We are now joined by ADGP Prisons, Mr. Dogra. Sir, thank you for joining us, sir. Please tell us about the prisoners who will be taking up the plus 2 examinations tomorrow at the Pudal prison.
At Pudal, 33 prisoners will be writing the exam. Total actually in the state 37 were supposed to write. 2 of them have not come from Coimbatore. 33 will be writing in Pudal, which is going to act as the center for the whole state. But there are 2 prisoners who will be writing in Velur also, because they are death sentence prisoners, and as per rules we can't shift them out of the prison. So we have made special arrangements for them to write in Velur prison itself. And the government has borne the entire expenses of their writing the exams. The fees, examination fee and all other expenses are paid by the government. Till the 26th, these prisoners will be staying in Pudal and they'll write the exams.
Junior or senior Yadav who will make it to the Vidhan Sabha in Uttar Pradesh. That key decision has been left to the Festival of Colours. More on that on the other side of the break. Stay tuned.